Hello and welcome to Circles Day 1. In this unit, we are starting out with a ton of definitions and a couple theorems. So if you have not gone through the sheet that we gave you guys on Friday to fill out the vocabulary, please do so. These are the rest of the vocabulary words that are on the sheet that are not in those note cards. So the note cards are on the page of the geometry website, and they're where you found this video, so right above where you found this video. So a secant is a line that intersects a circle at 2 points. We talked about a chord in our definitions before. A chord is a segment that intersects a circle at 2 points. So a secant is actually an extension of a chord. A chord would be something that would go through like this. There's a chord, and the difference is a secant is a line that continues beyond the circle, but it still intersects at 2 points. So then a point of tangency, the point at which the line intersects the circle, which is tangent. So a point of tangency is when you have a line that looks something like this, the point of tangency is a point right there where the line and the circle intersect at 1 point. Interior of the circle is points inside the circle. A and B are interior of the circle, and C and D are exterior of the circle. And so those are our definitions that we need to make sure we get down. So pause it if you need to get these definitions down. On the next page, we're talking about the intersections of circles, and basically a circle can intersect at 2 points. Two circles can intersect at 2 points, just like you see here. Make sure you get these down. It can intersect at 1 point where you have circles tangent to circles. If you have a circle inside a circle, then you have internally tangent, where there's just 1 point of tangency. And then you can have externally tangent, where you have a line going through. The tangent line is the circles are on both sides of the tangent line, and there's still 1 point, so that's externally tangent. And then there's no points of intersection. You either have two circles that are not touching, or you have concentric circles where they have the same center, but they're not going to touch. So the gray circle is a different circle than this white circle, but they're just not touching. I think of that kind of like a dartboard. So then we have a couple properties and theorems that we're going to be using in this. And if a line, so basically get these down, you need to get these in your notes. So if a line is tangent to a circle, then it is perpendicular to the radius drawn at the point of tangency. So if line L is tangent to circle Q at P, then PQ, segment PQ, will be perpendicular to line L. And in a plane, if a line is perpendicular to the radius of the circle at its endpoint on the circle, then the line is tangent to the circle. So if L is perpendicular to PQ at point P, then L is tangent to circle Q. And we use a circle with a dot in the middle to represent circle Q. Or you could write out the word circle Q. It doesn't really matter. But you need to understand these, and where these come about is if we are drawing lines, we can use right triangles and things like that. Might be something helpful for us along the way, so right triangles and things like that will help us with these. And then the last theorem that we have here is if two segments are from the same exterior point are tangent to the circle, then they are congruent. So we have this exterior point out here, S, and we drew a line ST tangent to the circle. We have an exterior point, and the same exterior point S, and we drew a line SR that is tangent to the circle. And so basically what we know then is that the segment ST is congruent to the segment SR. And that's very helpful for us, because now we could draw lines in here that the radii are now 90 degrees, and if we split this triangle, we now have two triangles that could possibly be congruent and things like that. And so this is a lot of information that we can get from this theorem. So please make sure that you get these guys down, and make sure that you have this information for class. And this concludes our video notes for today. So have a good day. I'll see you guys in class.